The Prentice Alsop Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
All right, we're back in. The Coaching Show is brought to you by Craig's Tax Service, specializing in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Find out more at craigstaxservice.com. And this morning we are welcoming in Riverdale head coach Will Kriesky with the big Warrior win last night to improve to 2-0 on the season with the 34-12 win over Henry County. Welcome this morning, Coach. How you doing?
Good morning. Doing well. I think I got dehydrated last night. That humidity was pretty rough, but the kids played well. You had a really different week, with the heat and extreme heat. We brought the kids in a lot Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday morning before school, so we can get some time outside. And with the luxury of having that turf, you're able just to go straight to the practice field when we get there. And the kids really did well with it. They enjoyed the mornings so much they've asked that we continue at least trying to do 2 days in the morning, which has kind of surprised me. But it can be a different schedule, which is good because you get them in the morning, then we'll lift them fourth block and do our meetings, and then they can we'll do some walkthroughs after our school, and then we can send them home by 4:30, and I think they like that a lot.
And that's got to be a good adjustment, being able to go home at 4:30 every day and getting a little bit of rest and get through the week. That's got to help you out.
Yeah, and I think it's good for them. Kind of, I felt like our morning practices were better than our after school practices. So I'm going to talk to the staff about next week and maybe adjust it a little bit. But it was good week. Tough ball game, real tough ball game last night.
Yeah. It was a real good win over a good Henry County team. And, I know it was avenging a loss from last year. I know that was probably, y'all talked about that probably all last week. And, also playing that first game on the turf. I mean, it was really, nice to see that turf out there on TV last night.
Yeah, it was real nice. I appreciate it. I've had administration, they've been helping me a lot. We've been working on a project for the last 2 or 3 weeks on a situation, and Coach Messer and Ms. King and Ms. Blair did a wonderful job. People sometimes don't really understand that sometimes things take you away from football and you need other people to help you out, and I have a great support system around me, and those guys did a great job to help me get the situation taken care of and kind of let me still be a football coach and not have to deal with some of the situations, and I appreciate that. I'm lucky, and last night I think they had the place set up, the stadium and everything beautiful, and I think they did a great job. I didn't hear of any complaints, or they didn't say anything to me, but I think they did a great job with the event last night.
Yeah, it looked outstanding on TV last night. And, just talking about, a couple of your guys last night, quarterback Malachi Tellin last night threw a touchdown pass, 11-16, a pass for over 120 yards. Thought he did a really good job of commanding your team when you needed him to.
Yeah, he did a great job. He led the offense last night, played well, and I was proud of him. And, he did some really good things. That defense was really physical and got after us. And, our offensive line did well again. It was another big test, and I thought they played really well up front to be able to give him some time in the pocket to be able to make the decisions to throw. And then also I thought they did a good job of, opening up holes. The O-line did a great job opening up holes for DJ and Caden Bailey to give us some good runs.
Yeah, your 2 running backs I thought really were key last night in your victory. Had some big runs, especially in the second half. I think Caden had a 61-yard touchdown run, and DJ had a couple of touchdown runs last night for you.
Yeah, they did. They both played really well, and they, I got to brag a little bit. I think that our special teams game played really well last night. And I think the special teams, the little mistakes that we made on special teams and the more mistakes they made, that was the difference. They had a bad snap on punt, and we were able to get after them. And then, Khalil Armand had another good night on field goals, was 3 for 3 on field goals last night. And that's huge. His kickoffs were in the end zone. Our kickoff returns. Cam Booker got cleared last week. He was been out due to a shoulder injury, and so they were trying to kick it away from DJ last night on the kickoffs, on the kickoff returns. Then they kicked it to Cam, and Cam's just as lethal as him. I think Cam was one cut away on one of those returns from scoring. So our kickoff return has put us in really good field position, and that helps the inexperienced offense when you're playing on a short field instead of having to drive. I don't know if you noticed, they punted the ball one time and got it inside the 5, and we had a tough time coming out of that situation. Luckily, they got a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty to get us out of that hole. And if they didn't, we were going to have to punt deep in our own end.
Absolutely. I thought, you got up 10-0 at the half last night, and I thought, a big drive in the game last night was your first drive coming out in the third quarter, where you had a 3rd and 15, you picked it up, and you ended up getting a field goal to give you a 13-point lead. I know that you wanted a touchdown right there to give you a 3-score advantage, but I still thought that was a big point in the game to get up another score and try to give you some separation.
Yeah, that 3rd and 15 was huge. We were backed up, and they made a good throw. Taylor made a good throw to Booker, and Booker made a catch, and got just right across the line. I think it was a 16-yard reception right there. So it was a really good play. And then again, we just got that's what we got to get better at as an offensive unit. We got to finish our drives inside the red zone. The last 2 weeks, we've left a lot of points on the board. We've got against Smyrna, we got inside the red zone 3 times and didn't score, and didn't even come away with points against Smyrna. And then last night, 3 times the red zone, 3 field goals, and it's I can't speak volumes of how important Khalil Armand has been for this team and this young offense. I mean, he's really made a difference with the field goals, with the extra points. We blocked 2 of their extra points last night.
Yeah,
and that's huge. That changed the game and changed how they were, with the scoring, and gave us an extra advantage. And then, being able to have him on kickoffs and pinning the team back, they're playing a young quarterback. Henry County did last night, so they were going to have to drive 80 yards every time they had the ball.
And that, I think that's something overlooked, especially in high school football. I mean, having a kicker like Khalil, that's just such a weapon to have. And, making teams go 80 yards, your defense, as well as your defense is playing, you like your chances of making them go 80 yards and stopping them and at some point getting a stop.
Yeah, I'd take 80 yards over 50 yards any day.
Absolutely.
So it's been a good weapon to have so far, and he's worked really hard on that. So we're doing well. He's doing well, and then like you said, our defense is playing well. JoJo Smith's doing a great job leading that defense, and I think our inside backers are getting better every week. Aiden Edmonds and Jeremiah Weaver. The secondary's playing pretty good right now. I mean, they didn't really get tested last night. The quarterback for Henry County ran it 32 times, I think he threw it 8 times. So they weren't really tested last night in the secondary, but they had to come down and be physical and be part of the run game. And a lot of times those DBs aren't great at coming down and being physical in the run game, but I thought our guys did a great job playing that game and keeping their guys inside the box and not letting them get loose in space.
Yeah, watching your game last night, I thought, as a coach, it's a game that you love winning. You beat a really good Henry County opponent. But I also think, as a coach, you had 11 penalties for about 100 yards last night. And I know those are things you want to get cleaned up. And I think that's going to be good for you going into Sunday. You can get the kids' attention. Yeah, we had a big win, but these are some things that we want to clean up as we go forward.
Yeah, I know. It was a bad night for both teams on penalties.
Yep.
I think they had 13 and we had 12. Because I saw there was 25 total penalties. I think they had 13 penalties for 108 yards, and we had 12 penalties for 104 yards. Yeah. So that's crazy. I mean, it was evenly called. You know what I mean? So nobody could complain about officiating. And but yeah, that's something we do need to clean up. Our receivers are made a few mistakes. We had block in the back twice by receiver. We had 2 holdings by receivers. We had 2 offsides by receivers. So that stuff is killing us, and we gotta fix that with our. Now we got a talented receiver core. We just got to get them locked in and understand their situation and just settle down. They got to relax and settle down.
And I can see, watching last night, you're young, it's young together. Some of them are upperclassmen, but they're younger as far as playing experience. You can see them growing up a little bit as you go. Only week 2, and you can see the growth from week 1, and you expect to see that next week and next week's going forward.
Yeah, I know. And as long as you're growing each week, that's a good sign. And when you start taking a step backwards, that's when you start to worry. But, yeah, I thought that last night it wasn't great. We didn't play a great football last night, but, again, we got better in some areas, and we're going in the right direction right now.
Absolutely. I thought, it was a really good crowd, too. The Riverdale community came out last night. You could kind of tell they were out there in full force, and you got a big week next week playing at Beach, going up there, and I know they're a very talented team and going to test you a little bit.
Yeah, Beach is really, really talented. They got their quarterback back. He's a junior. He's 6'5", I think, 230, can run, can throw. He's committed to play baseball, be a pitcher for Kentucky. He's very athletic. They got some receivers that can run and really catch the ball. They got 2 running backs that are pretty talented. O-line is really big. I know they got a Titans O-line coach. His son joined them this year, so they're going to be very similar to Henry County, but be able to throw the ball downfield more, get it vertical, get in the vertical passing threat more. So that's going to test our DBs. Our DBs can't just sit in the box all night and expect to run. They're going to have to be awake, stay on their toes, and be ready. It's because they're going to go run, throw it deep. You know what I mean? So we got to be ready.
And I think seeing the different style, that's going to help you when you get into region play. Different things that different teams in the region do. I mean, that's just really good. I think your schedule, non-conference, really does help you and give you a chance to really succeed as you go forward.
Yeah, and that's why you schedule those teams to get ready. I mean, you have 4 weeks of non-region games, and you need 4 tough teams because everybody around here knows our region and our district and teams we got to play. So I feel like these first 4 weeks will get us ready and prepared for a region play.
We appreciate it, Coach, and good luck next week as the Warriors take on Beach at Beach next week, and good luck to you. This was head coach Will Kriesky of the Riverdale Warriors.
How about a fix for your sweet tooth? Donut Country is open 24 hours a day to cure your cravings. They've been serving up the freshest donuts in Murfreesboro since 1978. There's just something different about donuts from Donut Country. Bo and Cindy Davis and their wonderful staff will greet you with a smile, and you'll see all donuts aren't created equal. Fresh donuts anytime you want them 24/7 at Donut Country on Memorial down from Clark. And they're open each morning on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. Check out their Facebook page for specials and promotions. Nothing else compares to Donut Country. Open 24 hours.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello everybody, Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
Don't let concerns about today's events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand the impact of these events and make sure that your goals are top of mind. While you can't control market volatility, we'll help focus on what you can control. We can connect in several